This is the Deebot T30S Combo, the newest smart vacuum from Ecovacs. Now they say this has 11,000 pascals of suction. They also say it comes with zero tangle anti-tangle technology that prevents buildup of hair around the roller brush, which I'll definitely be testing out in this video. Also features a true edge adaptive edge mopping, which I think it's the first Ecovacs mop that extends the mopping arm out to the side so it can get closer to baseboards and furniture, but this also has the built-in handheld vacuum. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you 5 things that you're going to want to know about this before you decide to buy it or not. Let's jump into the video. All right, first things first, I want to thank Ecovacs for sending this out to me so I can check it out for you guys, but this is not sponsored in any other way. All right, first thing that you need to know is that there's 3 different versions of the Deebot T30S. As you can see here, this is the combo version, which you'll get the actual handheld, which is awesome because you can vacuum your furniture and small little things. And then when you put it back onto the base station, it will automatically empty itself into the dustbin. Now you can also get the T30S without the handheld. That's going to be a little bit cheaper. It's going to be the same robot and base station. And then the most expensive version is the T30S Combo Complete. And that particular version includes the power floor brush, which I'm not quite sure if they're going to sell that floor brush separately. I really hope they do, because I might want to pick it up, because I can see a real need for that, where you need to spot clean maybe like on a second level and you don't want to carry up the entire robot vacuum up there, or just wanted something simple and easy, and something like that you just snap together with the handheld and then you throw it back onto the base station and it auto empties, is a really nice thing to have. Now the second thing that you're going to want to know is about the robot's cleaning ability. Now this is just like any other smart vacuum currently out there on the market. It can automatically map out your floors for you, and it does it really quick and easy. And there's lots of different settings within the app that you can pick depending on what you want to clean and how often you want to clean it. You can set up schedules just to vacuum, or vacuum and mop, or just mop. It's totally up to you. There's so many different settings in here that you can really customize it to your pleasing. Now they say this has 11,000 pascals of suction, which is a great number. It's probably the highest number I've seen thus far. But what does that compute in reality in everyday life? Well, to be honest, I've tested a lot of these robots and they pretty much all clean about the same. They do a great job. They get the stuff off the floor, vacuum it up, it mops it up, which by the way, it does have the ability to mop. And if it comes across carpet, it will raise up those mopping pads so it doesn't get your carpets wet. And then when it's done, it's going to automatically go back at predetermined time. If you set it for 10-minute washing period, it's going to go back, empty the dustbin, and then clean the mopping heads, which they do have hot water mop washing. They say it's at 158 degrees. The hot water is definitely going to help clean those mopping heads, which by the way, the base station has a clean water tank. The water lasts about 2 or 3 days. Obviously that's going to vary depending on how often and how much you use it. And then it empties out into that dirty water tank, which you have to empty out 2-3 days also, and then it's going to go back out and continue cleaning until the job that you set up is complete. And this leads into the third thing that you're going to want to know about this, is that it has true edge adaptive edge mopping technology, is what they're calling it. This is where the right hand mop is going to extend out so it can reach near baseboards and closer to furniture. But I was really surprised in here, even though they have a couple settings, that mopping head extended out 90% of the time. Even though they have another setting that says that it's going to reduce that down to kind of just to the edges, it really didn't. That thing was out onto the side 90% of the time. I don't know why. Sometimes it came back in, but when it was mopping, it was mostly out. They do show in the app that even though it misses that spot in the middle between the 2 mopping heads, when it comes back the next path, it's going to get that missed spot. But really would like to see the 2 settings actually work. one that says it's out all the time, and then the other one that says it should only be out during the edges, which I thought that's what that setting was for, but apparently that's not what it does. Nevertheless, it really didn't miss any spots. As you can see here, the little line that missed, it gets back onto the next path. Nevertheless, I would like to have the ability to move that mopping head back in during the bulk of the mopping session. And now for the fourth thing that you want to know is that the T30S comes with a zero tangle anti-tangle technology, which kind of just looks like some blades underneath of the brush. I tested this out per a bunch of hair down onto the ground, hardwood floors, and the carpets. Ran it for a long time so it would get all my carpets and rugs, and then I checked it and came back maybe a couple of days later, and as you can see here, there's really no hair on here at all, which I was quite surprised. I think there's one little tiny hair that was actually hanging out of the vacuum itself but was not in the brush, which was kind of weird. So I would say this actually did work. I didn't see any hair there, but I don't know long term how that's going to do, because it looks like some type of like blades, like plastic blades, and what happens when those get dull, only time will tell. But for right now, they are working, and just like any other smart vacuum out there, there's definitely going to be general maintenance where you replace things like the brushes. So when you do the general maintenance, it's good just to check up on it to see if there's any buildup, but looks like it's not going to build up anything anytime soon. And now the fifth thing that you're going to want to know, this is about the Combo and the Combo Complete. This includes a handheld, which I think definitely is the home run here. I absolutely love this. I love the 2-in-1 combo where you can pull this little handheld vacuum out. You have the tools, you have the crevice tool, you have the multi-surface tool, and you have a motorized upholstery brush, which I absolutely love using on my couch because it gives it nice little lines. And then the crevice tool gets into places that no other tool can get. And what's awesome about this is when you put the handheld back onto the base station, it's automatically going to empty itself right into the base station dustbin. So the smart vacuum and the handheld all empty out into the same dustbin, and then you throw away that dustbin when it's full. And now, as a bonus, a sixth thing that you're going to want to know about this before you decide to buy it or not, and that's about the smart home assistance integration. This works with Alexa and Google Home. You're going to get basic controls where you can turn on the vacuum and send the vacuum back home. You can also bring this into my primary platform, Apple Home, if you use Hoops or Homebridge. But once again, it's only going to be simple control to go clean or go back to the base station. But what's really nice about Ecovacs is that their Siri shortcut integration is the best in the business. It is one of the only smart vacuums that I know about on the market that you can say individual controls, meaning that you can say, Siri, go clean the kitchen, and it'll clean the kitchen, or go clean the dining room, and it'll clean the dining room. Unfortunately, the labels that are in the app, you cannot customize. There's probably like maybe 10 or 15, so it might not fit the particular room that you want. For instance, I have a room that I call the foyer by the front door. Well, foyer is not a choice within the Ecovacs app, so I had to pick corridor. It's not the end of the world. It would be nice if you can customize it, but at least the options are there to really customize the cleaning using Siri shortcuts. All right, guys, all in all, this is a great smart vacuum. If you're looking for a combo or the Combo Complete, I highly recommend this. Having that handheld and the power floor brush, definitely a home run. Love that you can put this into the base station and it automatically empty itself. The robot itself, pretty standard for today's flagship smart vacuum. One minor con that I do have about this robot is that the obstacle avoidance can definitely be better. There's actually two settings. On the first setting, it didn't avoid anything. So if you have young pets in the house, definitely use the higher setting. And even on that, that was only worked about 70% of the time. So just beware, make sure you clean up because it doesn't have the best obstacle avoidance. Otherwise, this thing is awesome. Love the smart vacuum. Does a great job at cleaning, mopping, vacuuming. Goes back to the base station, cleans itself. All in all, this is a great new vacuum from Ecovacs. Highly recommend it. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.